Hello, welcome back. We are in the home stretch of this Ink Madness series. We're gonna have the grays today, blacks the following day, and then what I'm lovingly calling my oddball inks, where I couldn't figure out how to classify them, will be the last day. I think in order to allow enough time for voting and stuff like that, especially since the voting didn't really work on some of them, I'll probably do the championship or the people's choice, whatever you want to call it, probably in the first week or two of April, just to allow a little bit of time for them to sit there and get votes, and then we'll kind of revisit this. All right, so we only have 3 standard grays today, and let's jump right in. Okay, the first is an oldie but a goodie, and that is Diamine's Earl Grey. I don't know why I have a little bottle of this. You'd think I would have a much larger bottle of it, considering how often I use it. I did originally want to go through these grays and try to classify them into warms and cools, because I thought that would help, but I don't really have enough of each kind to really get into that. But let's just get started. All right, so this is Earl Grey. This is what I would consider a cool gray. So pretty standard. Sometimes it can show up a little more, what is happening? A little more purple or blue. And generally speaking, especially if you use something like a medium nib, the shading on it is just chef's kiss. It's so pretty. And then Kiri-Same is one of the newer ones I got. I think it's a discontinued one. I don't remember. And I first went to use it this month actually, and it was, well, wait, was it February? What even month is this? Oh my gosh, guys. I planned to use it one of these months. I had inked it up in my, I think it was February. I'd inked it up my pen and I started to write with it, and it was too light for me with the nib that I had chosen. So there's nothing wrong with the color itself. I just needed it in a different pen with a more broad nib, in order to see it easier. So that's why I keep going back to that Takasume instead. So you can see this is a warm gray, and this is very much a cool gray. And I would love to put warms against warms and cools against cools, but I just don't have them. And then this is my Birmingham Pen Company Lunar Dust. Look how big this bottle is. I don't even know if they make them this size anymore. Comes with an eyedropper, but honestly, I got to get my pen down in there. Oh, this is going to be messy. How are we going to do this? Oh, I'll just eyedropper the nib. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Okay, well, that was different. And going down on the page right here like this, it kind of looks like the middle of the road between the two of them, doesn't it? A little bit cool, a little bit warm. Man, on this paper, this Earl Grey is really showing up blue, especially in the extra bit right there. I'm going to have to go over here with Earl Grey only because I know how it performs on other papers, and it's not usually this blue. So this is a Cosmo Air light paper situation. Let's go ahead and pick that. Oops. All right, and then once I get this in, I will write the name down. I wanted to give that other one a little bit of time to dry since I stacked them up so quickly. It's interesting. It's lighter here than it is there. Who knows? I guess it's part of the fun of the ink stuff, huh? Okay. All right, let's do close-ups. So this is Earl Grey, Diamine. This is the Kiri-Same from Pilot. So of those two, I picked the Earl Grey. And then here is the Birmingham Pen Company's Lunar Dust. And each one of these is a different gray. Brown, blue, dark. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to learn my lesson from the fact that I didn't put anything here. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the browns. And I'm just going to write, everybody gets their own row. So it's cheating, but it also kind of feels fair at the same time. Whoops. They're just all too different. So let's zoom out a little bit so we can get this other side. Yeah, it feels a little cheaty, but you know, I make the rules, so I should be able to do the things. I'm also totally YOLOing it because I don't have lines or any dots made here, so we'll see how well that goes. In fact, let me make sure this is extra tilted so I can... Okay, so that was Earl Grey. Look at those cool. Oh, look at that dot. Oh, darn it. Darn it. Let's just use this dip pen real quick and we'll color it in. Like it never existed. Perfect. No one ever has to know except for the fact that that's going to be a different color right in that one spot. And then I kind of wish I would have put this first, and that way we would have faded out. But let's just keep them in the order that I was originally doing them in. So let's do Kiri-Same next. Look at that cool color that's showing up here. That's interesting. I don't know if this is straight, but it seems like it. So fingers crossed. This one is the Pilot. Kiri-Same. And then this is going to be a pain again to get ink out of. Let me show you what I did last time. So I got ink in it, in the dropper, and then I just put it on the nib. So, isn't that fun? You know what? I feel like this was the right choice, because even looking at them now stacked like this, they're so different. Birmingham Pen Company, Lunar Dust. Excellent. Not what I intended, but that's what we did. So let's let this dry, and we'll come back and we'll take a look at it dried, and then we'll also start the fun grays or the shimmery grays. Okie dokie. Let's take a close-up now that they are dry. So again, I'm really glad that I made this decision because it's like blue, light, dark. So this is Diamine's Earl Grey, Pilot Kiri-Same, and Birmingham Pen Company's Lunar Dust. All right, let's hop to the fun grays. There are quite a few. Sorry, this book is getting unruly. I think I probably said that like 80 times now. And let's, this one, just even looking at the names of these, I know this one's going to be tough. Let's get zoomed in and we'll get started. Okie dokie. First up is a Vinta ink Nakar. It says Mother of Pearl. Looks like there's a decent amount of shimmer stuck at the bottom, so let me shake this up. I haven't written with this ink in so long. I remember it kind of clogging my pens, so I kind of took a hiatus from it. And then it's just kind of been on my shelf since then, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to this because I know that those coloring swatch cards aren't the best. So I'm really interested to see what this shows up like. Oh yeah. It's like a blue-gray. Lots of shimmer. Honestly, it could almost be a fit in my little oddballs group that I have going on. All right, let's do Wearingeul's Macbeth. So for the longest time, this ink here is the one that I used for my Vertical Weekly, and only this ink. I went back and forth with Hamlet to Macbeth to Hamlet to Macbeth. I guess I was going through a Shakespeare stage. I don't know. Oh, that's coming up very cool. As in tonality. I mean, it's also cool, but tonality-wise. Yeah, most of my grays aren't really going to be like a hard and fast, this is gray. I don't have any that are like that. Look at the shimmer that's just starting to show up. Can you get that on camera, hopefully? It's so pretty. Okay, let's get into Diamine's Moon Dust. This one I use so much. It's like super legible, and honestly, when you write with it, it kind of ends up looking like you're just writing with shimmer, which is crazy. And I've never had a problem with it clogging pens, which is just also crazy. So pretty. All right. Next we have Wearingeul's I Am a Cat with its gold shimmer. You know, I really haven't written with this one very often. I wonder if it's because the writing was light, maybe? Maybe I need to put this on my list of ones to ink up in April. Because a gray with a gold shimmer is just super cool. Of course, now every time I hear I Am a Cat, I think about that Zoom video that happened during COVID. Oh, this is the half moon with dim light. Super pretty. I think these shimmer particles also are kind of like chameleon from pink to blue. Yeah, that Zoom call where it was a court case and the guy was calling in, and I think his daughter or somebody had put the cat filter on. So he's like, I am not a cat. That's good times. That's a throwback. All right. Let's get in here. Man, a gray with a blue shimmer too. Like, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Those are so pretty. They're all running to the side because this book is so warped now. It's like I can't flatten the page enough to get them to stay. Maybe if I... Problem is when I put other clamps on it, marks up the pages, but maybe we might have to try that just to get the stuff to stay put. That's a little better. I mean, it's awkward, but it's a little better. Okay, let's zoom out a little. Well, no, let's look at these guys again. All right, so this is Nakar. It has a silver shimmer. Yeah, looks silvery. And this is Macbeth, which has a blue shimmer and a blue gray. So which one of those two? That's difficult because Nakar is really pretty. But I'm so partial to Macbeth. Yeah, we're going to go Macbeth. It's fine. Okay. I love the way it almost goes down purple. I know I'm moving quick and not letting these fully dry just yet, but what are you gonna do? Schedules. Okay, so let's zoom out, take a look. Overall. So, between Macbeth and Moondust. And between I Am a Cat and Half Moon with Dimmed Light. So, all right. I don't want to make a decision because I like all of them, but let's go with Diamine's Moondust. And let's go with Wearingeul's Half Moon with Dim Light because that blue shimmer is just so pretty. I wonder where they get these names. Some of them are just so long. Shaking up the Moondust. Oops, the nib's about to come out of the holder. And put that against Half Moon with Dim Light. That's pretty iridescent. Can you see how that little circle turns blue as soon as I move the pen because of all the blue shimmer in there? It's crazy. All right, let's go back and look at the more dried side. Between Moondust and purple and blue shimmer in Half Moonlight. I think we're gonna have to give it to the Half Moon with Dim Light. I think that's gonna be the one. We did it. What a quick decision. How can you not with like chameleon shimmer like that? I mean, I say that and I realize that I didn't vote for Curious Woods. I mean, I get it, but this is different. It's gray. If that Curious Woods had a prettier brown behind it, I would have definitely voted for that. Well, he's got tiny ears. Maybe he's like a little Scottish fold. I gotta remember not to pack it on so much that it takes hours to dry. This looks weird up here. Okay. And then we write winner, winner, chicken dinner. Actually, let me shake it up again really quick before I do that. That's weird. Like, it doesn't want to flow right. It is a lighter colored ink though, so that could be it. What are you gonna do? Looks like I scratched up the page pretty bad right there. Oh my goodness. Let's just throw everything everywhere and get ink on the table. How does that sound? Okay. Hope it sounds good, because that's what I did. One more shake, then we'll write the title. All right, Half Moon with Dim Light. It's on the lighter side, so if you buy this, make sure you get a bigger nib, like a medium, like a Western medium maybe. All right, let's take a close-up look. We're just gonna go through all of them again, and then we'll look at that winter page, because I kind of want to see that Nakar again. That is so pretty. I wonder how it... Oh no, that shimmer flies everywhere. Okay, I made the right choice. Macbeth. And then Moon Dust. And I Am a Cat. And then Half Moon with Dim Light. And then you can see here where it's pooling up nicely. And here. Try to move it around a little bit. And it's light, but I mean, it's legible. Okay, awesome. Well, that were the fun grays. And so now we're done with grays. Up next will be the black inks, and then after that, my oddballs. So if you liked this video, please click thumbs up. And if you really like this video or this channel, please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.